Hello, my Brooklyn College students. It's me, Sabine St. Cyr, the Copeland School of Business liaison, as well as the assistant director to the Magna Career Center. And today I want to talk to you about internships. Internships are really great pipelines for you to be able to figure out two things. Number one, if you're in the right path, do you have a passion for a particular career? You're learning new set skills that you perhaps may not have received in the classroom that you're going to gain. And the other number two thing that's really good about internships, it gives you the knowledge to know if this is for you or not for you, right? So that is the two most important things about landing an internship and doing an internship. The other part about internship that I think is very informative and very good for you to know about is, of course, your ability after graduation to negotiate salaries. So the more internships you do, the better it is for you to ask for more money for the particular positions you're applying for. So that's always a rewarding factor of completing internships. Other parts of internships that I think are very important, why you should complete them as well, besides the top two of knowing, number one, whether or not you're in the good standing, you're in a good fit, that you like what you're doing. Or number two, it's telling you that this is not it, and that's okay. You could do other things outside. In addition to those two things that I mentioned that are really great priorities and good things to know, the other part of internships in terms of when you actually get it is that you have the opportunity to meet with people, whether it's your supervisor or people in your team. You get the chance to network, and you have also the chance for people to know that you do really good work. So when it's time to ask for that letter recommendation, guess what? It's a no-brainer. They're going to give you a really great recommendation. So that's another part of doing an internship before you graduate that's really important, right? So you're networking with people, your peers, people that are your supervisor, other people in the departments that could be recommenders in the future, that could give you more insight in terms of the field, right? Besides networking and of course potentially gaining people to give you recommendations in the future while you do an internship, you should ideally also think about your internships as a long-term interview. Why? Because there is sometimes in the company's budget, if they have it, that they would extend a full-time offer for you based on how you've done in your internship. So think of that also in terms of where you apply the set skills you're going to gain. If there's money in the budget, that could be a potential place that you start off your full-time job. So that's why another reason why internships are important. And to give you an insider tip, employers are looking for class status of even freshmen, right? So even if you're not too sure as to where you want to go, employers know that they have really great leadership programs, they have D&I programs, they have discovery programs, just to name a couple of them that you could do even as a freshman to gain set skills. And then you apply to more internships your sophomore, your junior year. And ideally, like I mentioned before, you want to complete at least 2 internships before you graduate from college. So I just wanted to talk to you about the importance of internships. Just to recap what I said, number one, they are great pipelines to your full-time job, right? So that's number one. They give you the set skills that perhaps you might not receive in the classroom, but you're going to receive hands-on real-time information during the time. So it's a really great training opportunity. It lets you know if you're in the right position or not, meaning maybe the internship could say, this, I found my niche, I love it, this is what I want to do, or I could tell you this is not what you want to do. And it's easier to start and know that as a student versus after graduation. The other good thing about completing an internship is that the more you do, the more of opportunity you could negotiate for more money when it comes to salary discussions with your future full-time employer. You get to network, which is always awesome, right? People need to know that you're good and that you do really great work. So the networking, who you're going to meet with different departments within the corporation you're going to work for is really ideal. You're making friends outside the classroom, in the field of interest that you have. They could be people who are going to recommend you for the future. So these are just a couple of things that why internships are important. And I strongly suggest for you to start applying for internships as soon as possible for you to gain more experience and to make sure that you're as competitive as possible when it's time for you to apply for a full-time employment opportunity. So those are the tips, importance of internships.